Hey guys, I'm Blue25
and R29234.
With episode 120 of Ranger Review. Today we have the Power Rangers Space, the Astro Megazord, aka the Galaxy Maker from Dungeons Inside Mega Rangers. Now this is actually the first time in America we actually use like a space shuttle kind of thing. Unlike Mighty Morphin and everything, there's always 5 comprised into one Megazord. This is actually the first time that America has gotten only one, and it just requires one little thing. Alright, so now we have the little space shuttle. Now the space shuttle is actually really nice. It looks like a space shuttle, and of course you include the little rocket booster that they use in the show. So you just put it on, and just like the show, they blast off. People forget that there is a mode for this, so these things do get lost, but you can do this mode. You actually can't even do it without the little gun sticking out. So now we have the actual Megaship. Now the actual Megaship, of course, just like a Star Trek space shuttle. It has missiles, it has boosters, it has all that turn rocket stuff. You can actually store the shuttle inside, so you just gotta open this up. Now the shuttle has 2 pegs you just clip on, and it closes perfectly. The gun and the shield on the bottom right here, as you guys can see. And of course we have the little turret guns and little rocket boosters front and back.
The turret guns can actually be moved in all directions if you choose to, and it also is used to aid in transformation when you use the formation with the Delta Megazord.
Sadly, the only bad part is that you cannot store the sword, which is kind of sad, but you can store every other weapon there. This is actually the first time in also a while that we have electronics on the Megazord. So the on and off is on the bottom, and you press the left side.
It's kind of a walking sound effect. And the weapon charge sound effect.
And that's about it. It looks nice. It even has the stickers on the back, so in little rocket boosters to show. So now we have the Astro Megazord. Now the Astro Megazord, of course, now is a one prize mecha, which all the Rangers are in the shuttle right on the top. It still has the sound effects, the same thing. But the only different sound effect is that when you push this on the head, is that.
There's a locking sound effect.
Of course, sadly it does not hold all the weapons, it only can hold 2. So without the sword, you can also put it on the gun.
Or the gun with the sword.
Or the gun with the sword. It's a really nice little detailed mecha. I do like the fact that it has a lot of the weapon parts, but the only sad part is that a lot of people start losing these pieces, especially the sword and the gun. The shield, most people don't lose. Even the head shuttle people lose. I don't get how. Now, most people also forget that the Astro Megazord has little kind of things to close up the feet. Most people I've seen, they actually do this, which is actually not correct, because there is a reason for these to happen. So when you see it like this, it is no like hole or anything on it. So you guys gotta remember to put these on the back when you transform, even in the other modes. Now also the shield is actually pretty unique because when it's in the ship mode, you have to do it like this. But you also can turn it the whole 360. You can just do this and it locks.
It goes in any direction pretty much.
And do this. It doesn't really matter, but it's better if you have the symbol facing the correct way instead of the upside down way, and it actually looks nice. Alteration wise, there was not much difference to the Astro Megazord to the Galaxy Megazord. The only difference is that we made the blue a bit darker and the Galaxy Mega was a bit lighter. But we kept the chrome, the stickers on the shuttle. It says Mega 01, even the sword, everything.
Sound effects, same way.
Sound effects, everything was kept the same.
This is why the blue on the stickers don't match. The other change is the color of the rubber parts and gray parts on the Megaship. They went from dark gray to white gray.
The only bad part about the Astro Megazord is that I really complain is the pegs, the little peg connectors. They really break easily on the legs and also on the other parts of the Megazord.
Another common thing I see either lost or broken is either the turret guns are removed or people break off the fins for the top part. Sometimes people lose the shield.
People lose the shield, the sword, and the gun the most. Even the boosters, people forget that you can actually put it on the Megazord. But sadly, most people will forget about that as well, and you guys gotta be careful. The pegs are okay, but these peg holes do break a lot because my original one, both sides of the peg holes broke, so forming the Astro Adjuster Megazord is a bit harder for me compared to regular ones. Another bad part that you should not do with the Astro Megazord is keep fooling around with the sound effects. I actually broke my sound effects. Because what I originally did was I just kept pressing this and this and this before the sound kept on going, and that blew the speakers up back. And I was like, oh, there goes my Astro Megazord. During the Lost Galaxy era, we actually had a black version. I
guess that you can consider that our first and only black version of the toy line. Normally Bandai Japan does those, while we made that one specifically for us.
Also, the Astro Megazord was released in 2 different boxes. They're both the same, but the only difference is that the Power Rangers logo, one was white and one was yellow. Try to get this Mega complete as you can and try to find something really worth it and try not to lose or break the sound effects because you actually can do that. You can really get either one, the Japanese or the English one, but they're pretty expensive because a lot of people love the In Space toy line. The minor difference doesn't really make much of a difference of the blue. It looks the same to me when you look at it. But overall, they're both really, really good and they're both really something cool for collect. So if you guys love space, then by far try to get the Astro Megazord as complete as you can. But yeah, that's it for our review of the Astro Megazord. Join us next week for the Delta Megazord. Here you come, subscribe, and we'll see you next week. Like, most people I've seen, they always open the boot. I should have put the sword in. You should have put the sword in.